Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the WizDoc Chalk here, and welcome to another one of my Wizard101 walkthroughs. Now, in the last video, we created our death character named Wolf Deathcaller, and we started our journey in Wizard City on Unicorn Way. And now we ran to the seraph behind us named Lady Oriole, and she warned us about a dangerous tyrant known as Rattlebones. And so we're going to check out what he's all about. And so if you guys could leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. And just letting you guys know that my upload schedule is going to be every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So yeah, look out for a new video on those days. And so we're going to start heading over to Sarah Nightchant, and hopefully he'll have some light on this situation. And also, as I mentioned in the last video, I am going to be equipping some new stuff. And so over here on the right is called your spell book, and from here you can look at your character stats, which is this page right here, your backpack with all your inventory, pet items, your spell deck, and some other things along the way. And your character stat shows, your main things about the character, your health, your experience, so your next level up. As you can see, I'm level 4, and your mana, which is what you use to cast your spells with, gold, your damage, etc. There's so much you can look at in your spellbook. Right now I'm not going to be able to get into it, but here I have a hat that we got in the last video called the Martyr Hat and Novin's Hat. Right now I'm just going to go with this just to match the outfit. And the foot wraps of Calamity we already equipped. But I did say in the last video as well that I'm going to be getting 3 items from my other accounts: a wand, a mount, and a pet. So pet right here is called Little Meatball. We're going to be changing his name in a little bit, but right now he's a epic gloomy eye that has some pretty good stuff, so we're going to equip him for now. And then we're also going to be equipping this panther mount. In each world I'm going to be trying out a different mount, so don't worry if you don't like him. This is one of my favorite mounts personally, probably my first one I ever got, so it's got some attachments to me. So we're going to start heading over to Saren. Actually, we have a teleport from our last episode, so let's go ahead and use that. Alright, Saren, let's go. Let's see what you guys say. Not you, my bad.
Hello! You were gone for so long, I was beginning to worry you'd run off and joined a skeletal pirate crew. But what did Lady Oriole have to say? Oriole thinks an underworld tyrant named Rattlebones is behind all this? Wicked. Let me think.
Yup. Scary stuff, Saren. You're all about those pirates, you hate them.
He's in a tower, ringed in bones. Well, the skeletal pirates do seem to be concentrated around the old archives. Try looking there. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
The old archive? But the archives are incomplete, sir. No Star Wars joke? Okay. I'm gonna be trying to turn off these people chatting, Okay, I don't know how to turn them off. Okay, let's just keep going. Okay, we're going to Rattlebones now. Okay, so yeah, he must be some really difficult creature, so yeah, our first official boss battle, guys. Let's go see. Yeah, hoping you guys are liking these videos. I really enjoy making them, so yeah, to keep looking out for new content. So here's his tower over here. Hello, Rattlebones.
Good work, my thrall. This could be the tome Magister seeks. Now what's this? A wizard? Excellent. I could use a combat break. Let's play.
Well, let's play, sir. Right, y'all, let's get into it. Our first official boss battle. See what it's about. Okay, so these are blurred out, as you can see, and it's because of this number in the corner right here. The 4 and the 6 represent how many pips you need to cast it, and this at the bottom, this white circle, means I only have 1, so I'm not going to be able to cast this for a while, so I'm just going to try to hit with this Thunder Snake over here, and hopefully it'll kill the Dark Fairy. Alright, not quite, but good damage, good damage. It's okay. Also, I mentioned I'd be getting a new wand. I'll show that off a little further in this video, so don't worry about that. They got a scarab, I think, that fizzled, so let's get rid of some of these. Yeah, hopefully kill this dark fairy. Eye for an eye right there. Dark fairy for dark fairy. Alright, Rattlebones, it's just you and me. Firecat, there we go. Ah, so close. Alright, just 25 left. Let's go with Scare. Come on. There we go, y'all. He's dead. You know, for some tyrant, he really wasn't much of a threat, but you know, whatever.
The day is yours, young one. But the Dark Master's plan is already in motion. You haven't heard the last rattle in the darkness.
The Dark Master.
Rattlebones dropped the tome he was holding. It could be important. Perhaps Saren will know what should be done with it.
Seraph isn't gonna know. Saren, my bad. Saren is not gonna know what to do with that. He doesn't even like pirates, yo. Come on. Alright, let's go back to Saren. See what he can do with that tome that Rattlebones dropped.
Unicorn Way, you can't help but notice that the dark magic that was previously choking the street seems to have abated.
Awesome. So I guess we're almost done with the street, guys. So that's awesome. We can go to the next one. Just try to get rid of, or get around these lost souls. There we go. See, I mean, if you guys are starting this game, try to get them out as soon as you can. Like, there's just so much, there's such a convenience and make the game so much quicker.
You did it, didn't you? You beat Rattlebones!
Yes, we did, sir.
The darkness plaguing Unicorn Way is lifting. Look! With Rattlebones defeated, the gods should be able to drive away the rest of the undead horde. Ooh, that tome looks important. You should take it to the library in the Commons. Harold Argleston will know what to do with it.
Sweet. Alright, we're going to the library. And just in case we have to come back, let's go here. Okay, I'm going to actually go to the Commons, which we'll go there right now to show you guys that a little bit. So yeah, here's the Commons. If you click this compass over here, there are a lot of places that you can go from this Commons. You have the shopping district, the headmaster's house, you know, the Golem Court, fairgrounds, Ravenwood with all the schools, and our interest right now is the library straight ahead. So let's go over there now. And yeah, this is kind of like the central hub of Wizard City. So yeah, let's go there right now to the library. Alright, see what's up.
Well, hello there. I don't think I've seen you in the library before. I'm Harold Argleston, Master Librarian Extraordinaire.
Ooh, extraordinaire.
You say you recover this tome from an underworld tyrant who is going to give it to his dark master, Malistaire? I do believe this is a matter for Headmaster Ambrose. You should take the tome to him at once. But before you go, allow me to reward you for your heroics. Please accept this treasure card on behalf of the denizens of Wizard City.
Treasure cards are special. One you press P to open your spell.
Okay, we know what
During
treasure
combat.
cards are.
Remember,
Don't worry.
unlike regular spell cards, treasure cards can
Wait, so was the only
only
point
be
of
used
coming
once.
here?
So use them wisely.
That was the only point of coming here was to get that treasure card. He just sent us right back to Headmaster Ambrose, but thanks a lot, librarian. Okay, I'm gonna turn this compass off just because clusters the screen a little bit. Yeah, Headmaster's house right over here. Let's go visit him and see what he has to say. I mean, hopefully he can give us something good or point us in the right direction.
Oh, good. You're back. I'm anxious to hear your update on Unicorn Way. Evil darkness summoned from the underworld? Oh, my.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty, man.
Rattlebones, you say? But he was banished centuries ago. How could... Oh, malice there. Of course. But why?
And this McAllister guy must be pretty powerful, huh?
Rattlebones researching the Unicorn Way archive for this tome? Well, let me see what it is. On the trail of the Order of the Fang. Oh, my stars. I will certainly look into this. While I do that, you need to attend to the matter of your long-delayed enrollment. If you are to truly master
Hey, we
your
learned
magical
Death Trap.
talents, we must induct you officially into our academy. I'll send you now to Mr. Lincoln, our registrar in Ravenwood. He will introduce you to our professors and help you begin your studies.
From time to time, you'll see icons appear on the right.
Yeah, these icons pretty much give you some helpful tips or where to go next. So.
Potion flasks, like the one I just gave you, can be used to... Oh, and most importantly, make sure they are completely full, with a top on them, or you cannot use them when you need them.
Yeah, so right over here, if you click this, it'll regain all of your health and all of your mana. So that's really helpful if you're doing a dungeon or if you want to go back or try to look for the wisp. Okay, sorry about that. I had to take my dog out for a walk real quick. Okay, so yeah, back there we got this spell called Death Trap. And Death Trap is really useful because this right here says plus 30% to next death, damage, or death. That's the sign for death, the hit, and then you take their health thing that I was talking about in the first episode. That's what that means. But yeah, this will just make our spells more powerful, and you can see at the top it's 0 pips, so that's great to save pips for other spells as well. So yeah, now we have to talk about enrollment with Mr. Lincoln, so let's go see him and see what he wants to do. Well, hello there, Mr. Bird.
Ah, you must be the new student I've heard so much about. You made quite a name for yourself on Unicorn Way.
Oh, I have.
I'm Mr. Lincoln, and I just have some quick paperwork to get you enrolled. Signature here, initials there, and a lock of hair here.
Lock of hair?
Are you allergic to unicorns or eyes of newt? Good. That takes care of that. To complete your enrollment, come meet your professors.
Okay, we were just on Unicorn Way, and they're gonna ask me now if I'm allergic to unicorns. That kind of sounds bad to me.
Welcome! I am the professor of the Ice School, where we teach thaumaturges to endure like permafrost, withstanding all attacks.
While in the Storm School, we instruct young diviners to strike hard, fast as lightning, defeat the enemy before they know what hit them.
We pyromancers of the Fire School prefer to carefully fan the flames. Utilizing damage over time spells, we slow burn our enemies to cinders.
Commanding the elements is indeed impressive, but Theurgists of the Life School seek harmony with nature, which gives us the power to heal others.
Sorcerers also seek harmony, symmetry in all things. Balance is unique magic from Crocotopia, which supports and enhances the other schools.
Fireballs and flowers. Freshman magic, that. All wizards summon monsters to fight for us, but only the best conjurers dare study the ways of myth.
And I'm Malorne, not, exactly a professor. We haven't had a real deaf professor since the last one turned evil and destroyed the school, so, But I can get you started at being a necromancer. Our death spells drain health from enemies, damaging them and healing ourselves at the same time.
So yeah, those were all the schools, just kind of an overview like how I gave earlier. And this is our guy here, Malorne Ashthorn, and we're going to be visiting him quite a bit throughout this beginning part of the walkthrough.
As the official interim teacher of death magic, I can get you started as a necromancer. Let's just get out of the way.
Oh, where are we going now? Oh, okay, yeah, we're right at Malorn.
Welcome to the crater where the deaf school used to be. Until Headmaster Ambrose finds a replacement for Malistaire, you can come to me to train.
Oh, Malistaire was the former death professor.
I can even teach you advanced death spells when you reach the right level of experience. Probably. I'll let you know when that is. For now, I've got one spell for you. Ghoul. Train it, then head back to Mr. Lincoln.
You're already learning multi-pips. Some spells, like this
Okay,
one,
Gamma,
take
we're
more
gonna need to
than
calm
one
down
pip
because
to
I've already
cast. To
explained
use it,
this.
pass a turn, or cast a 0-pip spell to build up your pip supply.
Okay, so yeah, Ghoul is our first trained spell from Malorn. It does 160 damage and swaps half of the health to us and heals us. So, as you can see at the top, it costs 2 pips, so yeah, it's a pretty good spell. Let's train it right here. And then, these are other spells that you can train, that anybody can train, to be honest. Is Dream Shield, is a Life and Myth Shield. Banshee is a strong attack, and Vampire is another strong attack, and we won't be learning these till higher levels, but yeah, cool to note. And so, this game has these things called training points over here, and as you can see I have 1 training point, which means you can train 1 spell from a spell vendor, and that can be people from this area, all the school's teachers, or it can be people throughout the world who will actually just be able to learn spells from. So our second school, I saw a lot of in the comments, is wanted to be Ice, and we're gonna actually go with Ice for one main reason. Ice isn't the most powerful, as Lydia over here was telling us. Tower Shield right here at level 16 is a very strong spell, as it does half damage to... It shields half the damage from any attacking spell, and that's kind of overpowered, so... Yeah, right now we'll just pick up Frostbeetle real quick, and cool. So, let's go talk to Mr. Lincoln again. So yeah, honestly, for second school is like how we just picked up Ice there. I would say either do Ice, Life, or Death, and I'll get into specifics later on, but just keep that in mind.
You've met your professor. Great! You can train spells in your school for free, but to learn other school spells, you must spend training points.
Okay, they're just gonna go over what I just said.
Here, I'll give you one now. Use it to start training a secondary school. And if you change your mind later, see me to buy back training points. Anyway, now that you're enrolled, you get your own dorm room to store items and decorate however you want. This is the boys' dorm here, and this is the girls' dorm. You can also use the Go Home button to reach your dorm room from anywhere.
Okay, cool.
Once you get settled in, report to the headmaster.
So yeah, like I said, you can buy back your training points at level 12, but they cost crowns, and crowns is one of the virtual currencies in this game that you have to pay real dollar amounts to use. So I would suggest going with one school, and like I said, I'm going to go Ice, so I'm going to pick up Snow Serpent right here. And if you're not going to pick Ice, I would say Death or Life, and that's because Death at level 26 gets a really strong trap that does 70 damage for your next attack spell, and that's really overpowered as well, especially later on in the game. And Life is all about healings, and specifically they have a spell, I think it's at level 26, called Satyr, that does quite a lot of health. So let's see. Yeah, level 26 Satyr, 860 health for 4 pips. That's a pretty good spell. And I mean, Death is kind of all about regenerating your health, so that's why I didn't go with Life. And I'm already Death, so the obvious choice was kind of Ice. Firestorm, Myth, and Balance, they're good schools to train in secondary, but I mean, later on in the game, you have these things called Power Pips, where your 1 pip counts as 2, but only for your own school. So, for example, if I got a Power Pip on a turn, I could use Ghoul right away because 1 power pip is worth 2 pips, but I couldn't use Snow Serpent right away because I'm not an ice wizard. So yeah, Death, Life, and Ice kind of have certain spells that help you out a lot in this game to a certain level, so that's why you should train in those. The other ones just have attack spells and support spells for their own school, which kind of make it bad for a secondary choice. So let's go see what the Ambrose has to say.
Now? Then let me formally welcome you with this new healing spell.
A new healing spell?
Let me also introduce
That's a good
you to
healing
our
spell too.
resident advisor, Abby K. Doodle. She can tell you all about our many electives when you have time. But on to more serious matters. It seems the troubles in Unicorn Way were but the tip of an evil iceberg. While you were gone, chaos erupted all over the city. Undead run amok in the streets, and our former allies have turned against us. Malistaire must be behind this.
Man, this guy's behind everything in this game.
Your victory on Unicorn Way makes you the perfect person to deal with this crisis. I foresaw you might save Wizard City. Now's your chance.
Alright, let's save Wizard City.
Go to Old Town and talk to Sergeant Muldoon immediately. We must set things right and discover Malistaire's goal in all this. Good luck.
One last word before you embark on your quest. I've tried to answer If you haven't looked into your spellbook yet,
Okay.
click on the book.
Yes, we have looked into the spellbook, Gamma.
Click on the question.
Okay, cool. Also, sorry, Abby, but we're not going to talk to you. You can stay there. And so, yeah. And like I said about the wand thing earlier in this video, I'm actually going to equip that now because this wand's pretty good, especially if you're a starter. It does cost crowns, but you know that one at the top? Here, I'll equip it and I'll show you. The one at the top means you get 1 pip to start the match, so that means you essentially start out with 2 pips, and that's a really good advantage to have in this game. It just makes the beginning part of Wizard City so much faster, and yeah, so that's why I decided to pick the wand, and yeah, pretty good. So yeah, this is the shopping district. You can buy robes here, buy things called jewels later we'll get into. Themes, and I'll get into this all later, but yeah, this is the shopping district where you can do quite a bit of shopping at. And this is called Old Town in this area. Right over here you have the bazaar, which we'll be visiting quite a lot, where you can get more clothing and items. And here are the 3 streets. Cyclops Lane, Triton Avenue over here, and then down there is another one, Firecat Alley, but let's talk to Sergeant Muldoon.
Beware! Beyond these gates, the city's gone mad. Wait, you're the hero of Unicorn Way. The headmaster sent you to help? Thank goodness.
Yes, sir.
We've got undead all over the place. Every cursed spirit and vile ghost we sealed away has broken free and attacked the city. Nowhere is safe.
Mer?
Now what? Oh, well, it's a pet. They're kind of like a wizard's familiar. They help out in all sorts of ways, from discovery to dueling.
Could be useful.
But it shouldn't be in that tower. That's the caretaker's tower. Nobody's been in there since old Judd, the keeper of the cemetery, passed.
Don't mess with old Judd, kids.
Oh, right. Undead. Wizard, go with the pet. Work together and find out what's happening in that tower.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna actually show up the bazaar right now, and then I think we'll end the video right there, just because it's getting a little bit long. So yeah, if you come through these doors, you have the bazaar. This guy, Alex Silverfist, I think I'm saying that right. If you click it, you can buy all sorts of items from here, and you know, as we wait for it to load, yeah, you can buy really good hats, robes, wands, boots, and you want to click usable because, you know, why look at stuff you can't even use. So yeah, here you have some hats that are level 5, and if you click these, you can sort by the level, and if you click this, you can sort by schools, your school or any school. And so yeah, I'm gonna go for health more so later in the game, and I forgot we're broke, so can't buy anything, but yeah, you can go through and buy a hat, wand, robe, deck, ring, and a thames, or you can sell stuff. So you could, as I have extra inventory, like a novice hat, I can sell that for 11 gold, and yeah, it's a really good way to just build up gold and buy things you actually want and actually can use. So yeah, we'll be visiting this later in the game. And so yeah, so I'm gonna end the video right here. So thanks for watching. I'm glad you could tune in for another episode of this walkthrough. If you liked the video, hit that like button and hit the subscribe button while you're at it. And yeah, and then next video we'll be seeing what Old Judd is about and go to this pet in Old Town. So thanks for watching, everybody. And yeah, the doc's out. Peace.